Best in the Game is brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of USC Athletics, helping the world keep promises. Jonah Monheim having a fantastic season. The redshirt junior left tackle for USC football joins us now. Welcome, Jonah. Good to have you back. Jordan Moore, Sean Cody, Max Brown. We talked to Coach after the game on Saturday, and he just said that team's hurting in there. He said, which is right. I mean, that's what it should be. A couple of days later, what's the feel in the locker room?
Yeah, I think, that post-game statement from Coach was accurate. Certainly was a brutal loss and painful and, disappointing. All those feelings in the locker room, we let a lot of people down with that one. But, a couple days later, there's nothing much you can do about it other than go back to work. And I think we did a good job of that today, and we just got to keep, building on it throughout the week. Obviously learn from, everything that happened on Saturday, all three sides of the ball, learn from it, get better, come back and compete. That's all we can do at this point.
Talk about the O-line a little bit. You guys made a little change up on the front there. Kingston kicking out to tackle. Mason Murphy coming on into the guard. How did Coach Henson say you guys played, and how did grade out?
Yeah, I think he said we did better than the week before, and that's always the goal.
It seemed especially like when you guys started, you guys were coming out. You guys were punching on the mouth.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean that's the goal, is to grow as a unit. Do whatever we can do to be the best product on the field, and Coach went with that after our week of practice, and like you said, I thought we did a decent job out there.
A lot of rotation on the offense line, even just more so like back into the offseason trying to figure out where everyone was going to play. But it felt like, hey, you had Dedich in the middle, and we knew that you were going to be one of the tackles. You played right tackle last year, now at left tackle. How big of a transition or difficult of a transition was that for you this season?
I'd say it was, there are definitely some difficulties to it. At the end of the day, playing O-line's playing O-line. Regardless of the position, there's a lot of things that you can learn and understand how to do without playing the position, just by, being coached and listening very carefully and things like that. But in terms of flipping sides, it was a little difficult at first. My left leg was so much stronger for kicking right for so many years.
Yeah.
But you flip, and now, you're really right leg dominant on the left side. So little things like that, timing with your hands and learning, your body posture's all flipped, your core and your hips and just things like that. But really just it comes with reps, it comes with experience, it comes with time, and yeah.
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed, majority of things. Yeah.
Oh, I feel you on that. I'm ambidextrous too, so I always
okay.
Like sometimes but yeah, I'd say right-handed.
Do you do anything left-handed? Do you play golf?
I remember when I played basketball a lot, I preferred lefty layups. Lefty layups,
Okay.
lefty floaters, lefty hooks. Like I prefer.
Yeah, there are guys
Although
like
I
that.
shot my jumper right-handed.
Yeah, there are guys like that like to get back to the left hand, even if they're right-handed.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering if that matters, the hand position. All you mentioned the legs, but your sort of dominant hand, if that matters. But if you're so comfortable with both, maybe that is what helps you flip from side to side pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean it's all O-line play. You got a outside hand, inside hand, and then you flip them, and it's still an outside hand and inside hand. So
yeah.
Jonah, take me through this a little bit. Obviously, a play is called in the huddle, and right, you got to run or a pass off it, and you guys got to block the run as hard as you can without going past to however many yards, and sometimes you see guys get down there. How difficult is that as an offensive lineman when you have a run pass option, but you got to block your guys still, and sometimes that leads you further than maybe you should be.
I think a lot of the times, Coach does a great job of having it built into the play call. You really just got to be disciplined. Like, there's certain plays that we know, like, all right, you can't go past 3 yards. Like, that's just the play call. Then there's times that, like you said, we really are blocking more for the run than the pass, and kind of if that happens, then it's unfortunate because there are some that we're more so just blocking for the run. But if it is the ones that we know this one's more looking like a pass, then we got to be disciplined in that up front.
And another unique position you're put in is just having a quarterback like Caleb back there, where so much of the plays that he does make are scrambling around. Not because you guys aren't protecting him, but, hey, if the secondary is, locking up guys up, Caleb's got the trust in his legs there. How is that handled inside the offensive line room in terms of, make sure you don't hold or be wary of where he's at? Just how does Coach approach that whole dynamic?
Biggest thing is effort. Biggest thing is fighting and straining, even if it's a real long rep or you lost the rep or you're fighting for the last inch, like whatever it is, just keep fighting. Like even if your guy's by you, go try to hit someone else, because we know if we can just keep fighting and keep the play alive, like he's certainly going to be able to make something happen. And that's the biggest thing. And you mentioned holding. It is a tough thing, but if you feel your guys start to slip away, just let them go. it is what it is, and look for someone else. Just keep fighting. Biggest thing is effort.
You're listening to Jonah Monheim on Trojans Live. Back-to-back really physical opponents in Notre Dame and Utah, line of scrimmage type games. Body maintenance this time of year, the games just keep coming thick and fast. You're a veteran now, so I assume you've learned some things to sort of take care of yourself. What's the key for you so that you're still, strong and out there week after week as these games get more and more important?
I try to treat every day the same. The way I tape and prehab and rehab my body, like I try to keep it the same, whether it's a Monday, a Tuesday, or a Saturday. And then between prehab and rehab, also just recovery and trying to hit the tubs and compression boots and whatever it is, so you could kind of feel fresh on game day, as well as staying in the weight room and staying on top of that.
Sounds like you got a pretty good routine there, but I need to know about that hair routine, man. Those curls are golden and crispy, man. Give me the hair routine real quick, man. It looks like a well-maintained flock there, bud.
Thank you. Honestly, it's I don't have a set in stone routine, which I probably need one. I just use what my mom recommends me to
shampoo
use.
guy, shampoo guy, conditioner guy. How you set up?
I mean, sometimes it's got to be both.
Yeah.
But yeah.
After those long ones, you might need to throw a little scrub a dub.
Yeah, it needs a little bit of both.
Last one for me here. It feels like over the years, ever since I've been involved with SC, we've had a lot of offensive linemen that start one year and they play well, and they're great college players, but they lose that ability to keep on progressing every single season and getting better. That feels like that's not the case with you, where you made a big stride last offseason and another big stride this offseason. Is that because of maybe your mindset of how you're approaching the prehab and the rehab, or when I say that, what goes into that of your ability to continue? It feels like to get better every single quarter that it feels like the past couple of years.
Thank you. I'd say it just goes back to, I'm nowhere near where I can be, and there's so many things that I need to get better at across the board. Just trying to be coachable in every single way. Listen to everything that Coach Henson, Coach Crabtree say, whether it's in regards to me or whether they're coaching someone else on a play. There's still so many things that I can learn from them and get better at, and I'm always trying to improve at those things. And each week is a new challenge because you're trying to build individually, but then also the opponent changes, and the DNs may be completely different. They may be trained completely different with completely different moves, and kind of what you just built on may not really be that important this week, or whatever it is. It's tough to manage, but always just trying to get better and take as much feedback as possible.
Well, the challenge this week is the Cal Bears. Jonah Monheim will lead his line out there up in Berkeley. Game will kick off at 1 o'clock. We will go on at 11 a.m. When you've got good beer and good vibes, it's all bueno. Stone Buena Vesa Salt and Lime Lager is Baja-inspired and imported from San Diego. Located near you at find.stonebrewing.com. Thank you, Jonah. When we come back, it's our weekly football roundtable. Keely, yours here on Trojans Live.